This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSP TV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, a local high school student is turning a class project into a global anti-bullying campaign. We'll hear from him next. Hello everyone, on a rainy Monday in Hazleton, I'm Ken Karen. I want to thank you for your time. The information from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker starts now. And we begin with an accident involving a Hazleton police cruiser. According to our media partner, the Standard Speaker, a Hazleton police officer and a woman in a private vehicle were taken to the hospital after a cruiser and another vehicle collided at 16th Street and Sherman Court this afternoon. No word on the extent of injuries. Check standardspeaker.com or our Facebook page for updates. The entire area is mourning the loss of a little girl killed in an accident over the weekend. 3-year-old Nevaeh Lydia Marie Rivera of Weatherly was killed in a crash Saturday afternoon in Hanover Township in Lehigh County. The little girl was strapped in a car seat that was ejected from the vehicle. Weatherly Mayor Tom Connors tells FYI that everyone is saddened by the tragedy and many have contacted him with ideas to help the family. Mayor Connors says they are still considering ideas, and like in the past, the community always come together in times like this. He is asking residents to contact the Weatherly Borough office with ideas at 570-427-8640, or you can leave a message for the mayor at 570-427-4927. Well, back in 2014, a benefit was held to help a Hazleton man who was severely beaten. Now the organizer of that benefit is looking to continue the good works to help others in need. In 2014, Vic and Kathy Lutsky organized a benefit to help AJ Gorel, who was found severely beaten on the streets of Hazleton on March 13th of 2013. Lutsky recently contacted the Gorels with an idea to keep AJ's name in the forefront of people's minds so they don't forget what happened to him, while allowing them to give back to the community that gave so much to them. The result, the two families are now teaming up to create the Action Real Estate AJ Gorel Community Fund. Andrew Gorel says, quote, "Victor and Kathy have done so much to help us and others, and to be part of this idea of his and to have AJ be a part is just something we are happy to do," unquote. The new Action Real Estate AJ Gorel Community Fund will host a benefit to help the Starr family who lost everything in a fire back in March. The event will take place April 30th at the Towers in Fern Glen. We will have much more on the event later this week. For more information, email Vic at actionrealestate.biz. The community came together again on Friday evening to help raise money for the Hazleton Police Department. This was the second fundraising effort held by the newly created nonprofit organization called We Are Hazleton. Friday night's event was held at Smoke Ring Cigar Bar in Hazleton. The group is looking to raise $50,000 to help the police purchase new equipment. And the ribbon was officially cut this past weekend on a brand new kitchen at Brandon's Forever Home in Hazleton. The renovations were made possible by volunteers from Leadership Wilkes-Barre along with local businesses. Brandon's Forever Home is a facility where children in foster care can select donated items. The children can also come to the kitchen to share a warm meal with other children in foster care and experience a sense of family. The new kitchen was unveiled on Saturday, and children were treated to a spaghetti dinner to celebrate its completion. For more information on Brandon's Forever Home, go to brandonsforeverhome.org or look for them on Facebook. A homegrown anti-bullying presentation is in the spotlight at one school in our area. Frank Sirach, an 11th grade student at the Hazleton Academy of Sciences, was given an assignment to do an informative essay and then turn it into a speech and PowerPoint presentation. He chose bullying and gave a talk to a group of 25 younger students. The presentation was so well received by students, so well in fact that it led to a second presentation. Sirach recently sat down with our Lisa Sugart and Hazleton Area School District Superintendent Dr. Craig Butler.
So we took it to a global outreach program, and we gave a speech as a group to the whole school. And it was a great feeling seeing their eyes light up once again with a bigger class of people.
So your project in the classroom led to you gathering a group of students together, and you'll see these students in the photos that we're showing you, that then they gave that whole presentation to your school. So that was really amazing that the kids responded so well, because as you said, it was student to student, not hearing it from an adult talking about it, but from people, some of whom experienced it firsthand. And one man who was very impressed with all of this is the superintendent for the district. Dr. Butler, What do you think of this program and what it has done to the school district?
Well, Lisa, this is a real celebration, not only the outstanding work on the part of these students, but to bring up prevalent topics such as bullying to the table and be up close and personal with their peers. This is not only an example of the outstanding work that many of our students do across the district, but for these students to take the initiative to tackle a very difficult topic and be communicative with their peers and to take the risk of really putting this out in the public's eye. I just commend these students for a great job and leadership that Mrs. Ernst and their teachers provided.
Well, it was not required, correct, for you to take it onto this global project. You just had to do it in the classroom. So now this is going to be on YouTube as well, so that you're hoping people will see it everywhere, and you're hoping to take it even further locally here in the school district.
Yes, so as we collaborate with Ms. Ernst and Ms. Tomshow, we realized that this could go further. You know, why not take it to, you know, the news station and maybe the standard speaker? And regarding the approval from the school board, maybe even take this presentation to smaller schools like Maple Manor and Valley Elementary, hoping that these little kids would look up to us as brothers and sisters and, you know, as role models. You know, it's that little kid looking up to their brother and hoping that starting them younger with the bullying topic will, you know, prevent them from bullying as they get older. And we're hoping that we could add that to the curriculum already offered at the Hazleton School District.
Wow, this is amazing. I congratulate you and, you know, commend you on what you did. You and your fellow students, I think it's great that you've done this. And we're going to be talking more with Frankie and also two of the other students who participated in this project about what their message actually was to the students. So stay tuned for that right here on FYI.
Thank you, Lisa. Looking forward to hearing more. Well, you know, Babe Ruth struck out over 1,300 times in his outstanding baseball career. I'm telling you this because I'm about to show you a clip of me bowling with the Hazleton Area High School bowling team from tonight's all-new Out of Left Field, debuting at 8 p.m. on SSP TV. Imagine being invited over someone's house for dinner and the first thing you do is drop their great-grandmother's serving bowl and break it into 1,000 pieces. That's how my time started with the Hazleton Area bowling team.
No. Oh. Terrible.
Bad start.
Awful.
Bad start. Other than hitting the rack thing, how did that go?
Oh, it was a beautiful shot, but the rack was in the way, and it wasn't your fault.
Check out that full story, plus interviews with United States Congressman Lou Barletta about throwing out the first pitch at a Yankees-Red Sox spring training game, and race car driver Steve Fox talks about his race at the Daytona International Speedway. Watch Out of Left Field tonight at 8 p.m. on SSP TV and online anytime at ssptv.com. Congressman Lou Barletta will tackle more serious topics on a new Sam Lasan show. The congressman sits down with Sam to discuss the presidential race, his endorsement of Donald Trump, and his continuing concerns over illegal immigration, a topic that has put him in the national spotlight on several occasions. Don't miss Sam's exclusive interview with Congressman Lou Barletta. That is tonight on SSP TV at 7:30 p.m. and 9:30 p.m. And remember, always online at ssptv.com. Well, coming up here on FYI on this Monday, we'll see what the weather is going to be like this week, and we'll start the week outright with fitness advice from our friend Christy at Core Fitness. And later, Ron Marchetti is a master of sports trivia, and today he has some trivia about the Masters.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSP TV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
It's Monday. Welcome back to Core Fitness. I'm Christy Book, one of the owners and instructors here, and I'd like to talk to you today about posture and long, lean muscles. So do you wonder how all of these stars get their high lifted booties and their long, beautiful toned arms? All of the rage right now is leaning towards bar fitness. So we've decided at CORE to start introducing bar classes, and I have a certification in bar above, which I've had for about a year. So we're going to start to blend that into our classes. But these are things that you can absolutely do at home. Here I have a temporary bar, which we constructed out of PVC pipe. But if you don't have this, you can certainly use the back of a chair for your stability. So your bar class, the motivation of this is to get your posture right, to tone your muscles, to lengthen, and to get your flexibility. Wonderful thing about it is that an extra benefit is that you're going to burn fat and you're going to start to shed some weight combined with a healthy diet. So for our bar class, for the purpose of this segment, we're going to be using this. But if you want to transfer to the chair, you're more than welcome to do that. So I'm just going to show you a couple things. When you're talking about your bar, you're pulling your chest up and away, your abdominals tight, your shoulders back and down, and your chin in a neutral position. So think about being tall and proud and always pulling your head to the ceiling and your belly button back, abs in from the sides of the waist, making yourself nice and tall. And think about a ballet dancer, okay? So you're gonna make a square, light fingers on the bar, and we're gonna start with just a calf raise. So we're gonna get right into the belly of the calf muscle, warming up through the legs, lifting and squeezing through the abdominals as we lift, breathing through, nice and steady. And then we're going to stand and bring the right foot behind and lift up. So in this position, very basic, first exercise, head is still pulling towards the ceiling. You want to avoid leaning forward unless you are specifically asked to lean forward. So we're working on the glutes here, or the butt, and with the summer coming, everybody wants that. So you start with your singles, and then you can change your tempo and hold at the top and pulse. And of course, everything that you do, you're going to be doing on the opposite side as well. So make sure that you're doing the same amount on one side as the other. We want muscular balance. I'd like to add in this little bender ball, which is part of our industry. It's a trade name, but you can certainly buy a ball at Walmart, and this is going to isolate your muscle groups. So we're going to place this behind your knee, okay? And we're going to squeeze and we're going to lift it out to the side. And as you're doing that, you're going to add a little pressure to the ball, again, to activate where the hamstring and the glute meet. Nice and tall, breathing through, not holding your breath. And again, changing the range of motion to short, quick movements. Okay? So doing that on both sides, focusing on the lower body. Though we cannot spot reduce, we can certainly train certain muscles. So if you want that long, lean, sculpted body, try to slow it down, bring your intensity down, grab a chair, and do some bar. Thanks. We'll see you next Monday.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
We all know spring will eventually get here, but the question is when. Let's see if we could shine some light on the subject. There will be sunlight later this week, according to the National Weather Service. Here's our local forecast as we take a look at a rainy day down there at Edgewood in the Pines at Sand Springs by Sand Springs. Tonight, occasional rain, mainly after 3 a.m. Our low will be 43. Our chance of precipitation is 80%. Now to the 4-day outlook on Tuesday. More rain coming our way, mainly before noon, high of 47 degrees. Tuesday night, it'll clear up with a low of 31 degrees. Wednesday, the sun comes out high in the low 50s, northwest-northeast wind from 6 to 8 miles per hour. Wednesday, partly cloudy with a low of 33 degrees. On Thursday, more sun with a high near the mid-50s. Then Thursday night, mostly cloudy with a low of 34. Friday, we're back up in the mid-50s. Again, mostly sunny. Friday night will be partly cloudy with a low of 39 degrees. Well, Monday's weather segment is brought to you by Edgewood by Sand Springs. Sand Springs recently purchased Edgewood in the Pines, and they are giving the area landmark a makeover. And every Monday, we will check out the progress in a featured segment so you can see the amazing transformation step by step. Right now, the entire ballroom is gutted from floor to ceiling. The plan is to take down some of the walls to make the room even bigger. The bar and dance floor are also being redone. Another room is being completely transformed so it can be used for bridal and baby showers. A bridal suite is also being added to the property. Work will be done 7 days a week, 12 hours a day, so that everything can be done for Mother's Day in May coming up. So amazing progress there. Well, how would you like to win tickets to see the greatest show on earth at Mohegan Sun Arena at Casey Plaza? The Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey will present Circus Extreme April 28th through May 1st at the arena. Tonight we have a family 5-pack of tickets for one lucky viewer. Call us now, 570-459-9813, extension 104. Leave your name and phone number. One lucky name will be drawn at random. So call us now and good luck. Well, if the circus isn't your thing, maybe cold hard cash is. Here's your midday winning lottery numbers on FYI. Pick 2, 3, 1, pick 3, 0, 9, pick 4, 6, 7, 3, 2, and pick 5, 5, 6, 4, 2, 7. There's more FYI after this break. I have scores from over the weekend, plus I'll give you an update on the Pennsylvania Golden Gloves Central District Championships. We'll be right back.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Last week we spoke with 15-year-old Adrian Diaz from the Hazleton Area Boxing Club, and he was very confident heading into this weekend's Pennsylvania Golden Gloves Central District Championship in his bout against Christian Rivera. Well, Diaz won at the 132-pound class by decision at Citizens Fire Company No. 2 in Monterey City. Diaz did earn a standing 8 count, and now he'll face the winner from the Philadelphia Championships for a chance to get to the State Golden Gloves Championship bout. Good luck to him. 2 other local athletes have made a nice name for themselves in the Keystone State. North Schuylkill's Tiffany Lepotsky and Shenandoah Valley's Joelle Santana were named to the All-State basketball team. Lepotsky made the Class A AA team, 3rd team for a 2nd year in a row. She averaged over 18 points a game for the Lady Spartans this season, and next year she'll be playing at East Stroudsburg University. Santana is on the All-State Class A 2nd team. He scored in bunches and dazzled with his moves as Shenandoah Valley won the Schuylkill League Division III crown and 2 state playoff games. The Tamaqua Lady Raiders placed 2nd at the Jim Thorpe Invitational. Here's the details on the FYI Standard Speaker scoreboard. Morgan Boyle, she won the javelin and pole vault event. Monica Shimko won the 800 run, and Allison Pedersen took gold in the discus. Hazleton area's Kayla Merkel was 2nd in the javelin competition. The Lady Cougars, they finished 4th. At the boys' meet, North Schuylkill's Jaden and Zarski won the discus. So we all know that Tiffany Lepotsky is a good basketball player. Well, she's also decent at softball. She went 3 for 3 with 3 stolen bases and had 2 RBIs, and the Lady Spartans lost to Pine Grove. Tamaqua's Kaylin Joseph was also 3 for 3, and she had 2 home runs in Tamaqua's win. In baseball, Minersville beat Monterey area. Hazleton area, they beat Lehigh. In tennis, MMI, they lost to Crestwood. In boys volleyball, Hazleton area topped Easton. Thomas Dovicak had 28 assists for the Big HA. The Penn State Hazleton baseball team, they split a doubleheader with Penn State York. On Sunday night, the Rail Riders, they lost to Rochester on the road. They are now in Pawtucket for a 3-game series. The Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins, they did clinch a playoff berth over the weekend, and they did beat Hershey once, but they also lost to Lehigh Valley on Friday and then to Hershey on Sunday. They have 3 games left in the regular season. Ron Marchetti is at the tee right now, and he's ready to talk about golf and the Masters. Here's Trivia Treats.
Monday, April 11th. Welcome to Trivia Treats. Hi, everybody. I screwed up. It's all on me. I know that. But losing this is not the end of the world. I let this one get away, but I still have a pretty good life. I'll wake up tomorrow still breathing, I hope. Who said that? Oh, most of you know that, even if you are not a golfer. Greg the Shark Norman said that after he blew a 6-stroke lead starting the final round of the 1996 Masters 20 years ago yesterday. I remember that very well. 50 years ago today, in 1966, 26-year-old Jack Nicklaus, the Golden Bear. Nicklaus won his 3rd green jacket in an 18-hole Monday playoff to become the first back-to-back champion at the Masters. 20 years later, and 30 years ago tomorrow, in 1986, Jack Nicklaus won his 6th green jacket and became the oldest Masters winner ever. In 1986, Nicklaus was 46 years old. He hadn't won a major in 6 years or a PGA Tour event in 2 years. The Masters victory, his 18th major, which is still a record turned out to be Nicklaus's final major and PGA Tour victory. Changing the sport, 25 years ago, undefeated Evander the Real Deal Holyfield defended his heavyweight championship by winning a 12-round decision against 42-year-old Big George Foreman, who had won his previous 24 fights during his comeback. Holyfield retained the WBC, the WBA, and the IBF heavyweight titles in Atlantic City, New Jersey. And finally, this quote, similar to the one I opened with. I screwed up. It's all on me. I know that. But losing this is not the end of the world. I let this one get away, but I still have a pretty good life. I'll wake up tomorrow, still breathing, I hope. Mother of God, who said that? Answer, professional golfer Jordan Spieth. Last night, till Friday, be a good sport. Stay loose.
Mondays can be rough, but you can end them on a high note. Seafood night at Bottlenecks. Choose from crab, clam, shrimp, and lobster specials, such as their little neck clams in garlic butter, only $1.95 a dozen, or handmade crab cake platter for only $8.95. And now here's tonight's social report. A Tricky Tray auction benefiting United Charities will be held Saturday, April 30th at Christ Lutheran Church at 467 Main Street in Cunningham. Doors open at 10:30 a.m. The auction is at 12:30 p.m. Food and beverages available. For more information, call 570-455-1529. The Shenandoah Kibasi Festival is hosted by Downtown Shenandoah Incorporated, and it's set for Saturday, May 21st from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. There will be a kibasi making contest held on North Main Street. For more information, call 570-462-2060 or go to downtownshenandoah.com. And finally, there will be a drive-through chicken barbecue at Cunningham United Methodist Church Saturday, April 23rd from noon until 5 p.m. Tickets are $10. The church is at 411 Main Street in Cunningham. For more information, call 570-788-3960. And that's tonight's Talk of the Town. FYI News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Francis L. Hawk of Hazleton. Private services will be held at the convenience of the family and are under the direction of Firo Funeral Service Incorporated. And Mary Beth Miorelli of Cunningham. Arrangements are under the direction of the Joseph B. Conahan Funeral Home in Hazleton. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name now on FYI News 13, you have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Tonight's winner is Gail Veach of Shenandoah. Please call 570-455-7267, extension 104. Finally, on FYI, Millie the Goat had an exciting Saturday morning in California. She wandered off and found her way to a Starbucks. According to the Associated Press, employees there tried to give her a banana, but Millie wasn't having that. She did help herself to a box. She was taken to a local animal shelter and is now safe at home. Exciting weekend for Millie. And it was an exciting weekend around here in the FYI viewing area. We got you up to speed, and we'll continue having fun tomorrow here on FYI with more information coming your way. Plus, we'll jump back in the FYI Fast Lane with local motorsport journalist Dino Alberto. We'll see you then. Take it easy, everyone.
As student athletes and weekend warriors get the same injuries as the pros, but not the same sports medicine. That's adding insult to injury. Luckily for you, there's Coordinated Health. First string, first rate, and rated first in the region for advanced sports medicine with pro-level care. Coordinated Health. Better together.